But I'm gonna try this out. I don't know if this fisheye lens thing is gonna work out super well. On fisheye? Can I unfisheye it? Doing a little oil change on a Toyota Echo for Adia. So this video is for Adia, which needs to do an oil change. No, this is the kind of oil that you should get. It's the very best. It's the very best. 5W30. It really doesn't matter the brand, but the full synthetic, high mileage 5W30. That's the important bit for that. You know, you could do your oil change every 3,000 miles. Some say you could do them every 5. I do them every 3. But that's the brand of STP filter. Usually there's deals at AutoZone for these bundled together. So I got 5 individual quarts instead of a big ass thing of 5 quarts, because your car only takes, because the 2003 Toyota Echo only takes 4 quarts. So first we gotta drain it, and to drain it you grab your draining equipment, this big old tub to hold your oil. And we're gonna need some wrenches. Should have got all the tools ready before I started on this video, huh? Also, if you wanted to see on your cap right here, on your engine cap, it'll show you that you take 5W30. But just make sure it's, I always put full synthetic in this because it's older. So you want to throw in full synthetic for sure. And you want, I recommend the high mileage stuff. Alright, let's see how this camera works under the car. So underneath the car is the oil pan. And you can see that guy right over here on the left underside if you're under it, right? Yeah, this guy. This nut right here. A little nut. Yeah, I probably should use my phone. I could get closer. This nut is the guy that you take off. And this wrench does not have a slide. Oh, it does, okay. This is the nut you take off. I have to get it loose. Little catcher, as best you can, in a spot where it'll catch that shit. Then you start unscrewing, and it's gonna flow pretty good. I warmed up the engine oil, so the oil is gonna flow out pretty good. There we go. There we go. And you just let it drain for a minute, and then we'll get to the filter part. It smells like warm oil. Beautiful. Alright, back to the matter at hand. I'm gonna get that oil filter out. Now, you know, little cars, they got little spots for these oil filters. I like to use a series of tools. I like to use just a little wrench, and then I got this cool ass gripper thing. It's a Craftsman. And I'll just tear that thing right out. I think I gotta go this way. That's one of the ways I'll figure it out under there. Let's see. So, oil filter's right there. What am I looking at with this thing? Let's see. Too close to that shit? Oh, it's right there. Oil filter's right there. You're just gonna put your little dealer on it, whatever kind of tool you got. This one's the best. But take your little tool, crank that thing off. It'll take a little bit. It'll take a little doing. You know, and then you do that and you get to thinking, well, maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. And then you try it the other way. Oh, that's the right way. I'm not going to edit that out because everybody needs to know you can make mistakes. This is really on there good. And it's cold and stuff gets harder to move when it's cold. Oh, There goes. Oil's gonna come pouring out of this thing. You'll see. Trying to arrange your oil bucket to catch it. I should have a light down here too. That'd be useful for this video. And there it goes. There you go. I'll put these off. See where it went. Maybe it's too dark. Okay. On to the next part. So now we're gonna put all the new stuff in. This right here, your new oil filter. Sometimes they come covered with plastics, sometimes they don't. If it comes covered with plastic, tear that off. You don't want none of that. Take some oil. First you gotta prime it. You gotta get it ready to be used. Priming it means you take some of this, take some of your oil, and you pour it in there. And you want to make sure you put some of it on the gasket. That part right there, that rubber part. Keeps it nice and fresh. Gotta keep it fresh. There you go. There we go, nice and primed up. Pretty filled with oil, if you can't see. Alright, let's go put that shit on. Back up under where we've been from. Oh shit, press the R button. Well, now I can't see if I'm videoing that thing, but I'm pretty sure I am. But there's a new oil filter. It's gonna put that thing on, whatever direction it'll go on is the way it goes. Ooh. Got it nice and oily too. I need a rag. So got oily, which means I gotta use my tool because I can't grip it good. Flip it. Flip that thing right there. No, okay. I gotta do it already. Flip it. Oh, it's too slippery for the tool. Damn. I mean, they say that these don't need to be too tight, but I have heard of them coming off. But, you know, it's super unlikely. But I still like mine tight. Tighter rather than not. Come on, grip. This oil filter is so small. My little ratchet thing does have kind of a problem with how the fuck it's small. There it goes. And this is probably why it was so hard to take off. But like I said, I prefer it being on good than not. So nice and good. Then we put nut back in. One's out of oil in. Some people say let it drain forever. Well, today, I just ain't got time for that. New nut in. It takes a, oh shit. It's on 14. 14. You don't want to wrench these too tight. God, look at that whole thing move. That's crazy. Little car. Alright, cool. Well, now the only bit we have left is pouring oil in. Ain't that bad a little job. So. grab our oil pouring thing. Let's see. Let's get this back on. Continue. Grab the oil pouring thing, right her. Put it in the little spot where all the oil's gonna go. And take your 4 individual quarts. Boop, 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 boop. To keep track of shit like how many quarts these take, how many miles you're on, you should keep some kind of log. A lot of people keep their logs with their vehicles. I keep my logs in the garage on a piece of paper. So, okay. Got that. And I'm gonna do another one. We'll go check my log at 3. Make sure 4 is the number. I'm pretty sure 4 is the number. You know, when I was young, I thought I'd never do my own oil changes. I made Hadia's mom throw them away. All her oil changing gear. Now look at me go. Ah, damn, come on. Now, in case you're wondering what happens with all this oil, they do recycle it. Take the old stuff over to AutoZone. They got a big ass thing in the back. They told me today they do not like you just walking straight to that thing in the back. You got to check in with them. They got to make sure you just got oil, not transition fluid or whatever. Yeah, so just make sure when you go dump your oil off, you ask an attendant where to first. Let's see, where is my log? And here's the log right here. The Echo takes 3.5. Glad I didn't just keep going. That's the kind of filter it takes right there. That's the last time I did your oil change. I've been pretty regular, 3,000-4,000 miles. Like I said, I like to keep this baby humming. Alright, so I'm gonna go put half a little thinger in. If you fill it up too full, it can hurt the engine. So you do have to be careful. So I just got it.
So she says that.
Oh, hi guys. So after I change it, put in the recommended amounts, whatever, you always check the dipstick. Just make sure that it looks happy. You know. See where we're at here, and we are kind of elevated, so it's not going to read exactly right. We'll take it down off these ramps. Check again. Looks good. Looks real good. Don't know if you can tell. That's a full. It looks like it's a little bit down from there. And probably when we back it on up, she'll be good. And this car does not leak oil. It's a beautiful little machine. In a real good condition. Take care of this baby. Alright, that's it, man. That is all. All you have to do left now is dispose of your old oil, pour it into some kind of big ass container, take it to the AutoZone, I'm gonna clean up the battery terminals too. Don't worry.